Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute View Show. If you have a minute, I have an opinion. Today I'm back in Elmhurst, Queens, home of a lively Asian food scene. In this video, I'm taking you to a classic restaurant in the area, Taste Good or Homemade in Cantonese. Taste Good has a wide-ranging and affordable menu, even though their menu is only 2 pages. Because of their affordability, I ordered many dishes to show you what their food is like. Come join me. Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute View Show, and today I'm at Taste Good Restaurant in Elmhurst, Queens. And why am I here? Because one of my viewers had recommended this place, so I'm here today on a Saturday afternoon. This is what the menu looks like, and look how nice this is. There's a picture of the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. How authentic. But anyhow, just want to talk a little bit about Malaysian food. My only experience with Malaysian food is actually a couple of trips to Singapore. I don't know too much about it, but what I do know is that there are certain dishes that I should order that are pretty famous and pretty popular. So we're going to go through an entire array of Malaysian foods. We might miss a few, but hopefully what I show you today is a representative sample. The person who recommended this said that this is actually a pretty popular restaurant. Right now it's almost 2 o'clock and the restaurant is about half full, so I think that's a very good sign. Let's take a look at the menu. First we start off with the appetizers. There's a Roti Canai, which is very famous, and there's also some other dishes here that I'm not that familiar with. We also have some soups, and then over here we have some casseroles. The most famous one is the bak kut teh, which is a famous Malaysian dish. Then we have some house specialties. What's interesting here is that they have something called Marmite pork chops. They also have some rendangs, which are pretty famous, and some other house dishes. Here's some sizzling platters. I'm assuming these are served on a metal plate. Then we have some seafood dishes, and over here we have some steamed fish, deep fried fish, and with the different Malaysian flavors, sambals. We have bean curd and vegetable dishes, and a lot of these dishes have belacan in it, which is a shrimp paste. And next we have some noodle soups and laksas. Now these are soup noodles, Malaysian style. They come with a thick broth. And here's some more different types of soup. We have fried noodles, and the most famous one is the Char Kway Teow. And here's some Chinese noodles like a beef chow fun and some other egg noodles. Next we have some meat dishes that are down here. They include the Hainanese chicken. From what it looks like here, these are just the entree, not the entree with the rice. Over here we have rice platters, and you have famous dishes like the Hainanese Chinese chicken rice, and you have the nasi goreng. So these are very Malaysian. As you can see, you have side orders, you have desserts over here. I don't know what these are, but berbur cha-cha, don't know what that is. Some beverages, and an entire set of pictures of dishes that you can order. This is nice that they provide pictures if you don't understand what Malaysian food is. The first dish that I'm going to take a look at is the Roti Canai appetizer. It's basically a bread dish. It's puffed up bread that you break apart like this, and then you dip it into the curry sauce. Usually the curry sauce has maybe some potatoes or maybe some chicken in there. From what I see over here, I can't tell, so I'm gonna... here it is. Here it is. I do see the potato, and I do see the chicken. Wonderful. And this is giving a very wonderful aroma. The next dish I'm going to try is the Roti Canai. So this is what it looks like. It's nice and crispy. It's almost like an Indian puri. Bread is nice and light and flaky. Let's dip it into this sauce that they provide. Roti Canais always come with this sauce. Good. The bread is the roti is very soft and super pliable. It's not bouncy, it's actually creamy. How can I describe it? There's a very weedy flavor to this bread. And the sauce itself is very coconutty. It's not sweet, but has a very robust coconut flavor. Here's the potato. Wow. The potato is totally cooked to death. It totally disintegrated in my mouth. It's okay. Once again, this type of gravy is not too salty. It's actually very mild, not salty at all. Let's try the chicken. Very good. Chicken is nice and soft, not overcooked, just right. Very good. I have to say, I really like the quality of this bread. It's so soft and fluffy and has that nice crisp on the outside. The next dish up we have is the, I believe, the chicken and the pork satay. They allowed us to get a combination of these. This is one order, and it comes with this, what appears to be a curry sauce. Let me mix it. Actually, it looks like peanuts, but we're going to give this a try. I love the way how glistening it looks. Look how shiny it is. There's actually some sear marks on this, so it actually looks pretty, in my eyes, or in my words, it looks pretty candied, so it smells a little sweet, but I'm curious as to how it really tastes, so we're going to give this a try. The first dish that I'm going to try is the satay skewers, and I'm going to dip it into the sauce. Let's give this a try. Okay. The meat is fully marinated. It's very well cooked, and the meat is very soft. I do taste a lot of sweetness in this, as I suspected because of the glistening color. You can see, well, the glistening sheen on it, and it's a good flavor. I do taste the char, but the meat is super soft. I just finished the chicken. Let's see if the pork is the same way. Okay. The pork meat is a little more dense and has the same type of flavoring on the outside. Basically, it's a sweet sauce, and the sauce itself is the common peanut sauce that you get with most satays, even Thai satays. So there's nothing super special about it, but it hits the spot as an appetizer. The two meats are fully satisfying. It's pretty good. And I'm going to use my fingers here. I'm going to try the cucumber. Okay. The cucumber hasn't been treated with anything, so it's just fresh cucumber. It's quite delicious. And I do see an onion here. In addition to the cucumber, you do get a bunch of onions in this vegetable side. Next dish that we ordered is called the Popiah. Popiah is a common Malaysian dish. It's a dish where you have vegetables wrapped in a rice skin. In addition to the vegetables, there's a sauce that's put on top of the Popiah. There's a sweet, what appears to be a sweet sauce, and also a chili sauce. Can't wait to give this a try. The next dish I'm going to try is the Popiah. Now, I think I only had Popiah once in my life before. This is probably only the second time. This is what it looks like. Now, as you can see, in the middle of the Popiah, there's a bunch of vegetables, looks like vermicelli noodles, and also some lettuce. And it comes with a sweet sauce. Let's try this. It is definitely unique, and I'm going to use my hands because it's going to be quite a challenge. Okay. What's interesting is that the center of the Popiah is definitely a vegetable. Actually tastes like a daikon carrot. I thought it was vermicelli, but it wasn't. The white wrap itself is not like a chung fun. It's actually like bread, but a really thin bread, but not a wheat flavor bread. I do taste some spice from the sauce here. I do taste some sweetness from the sauce here also. I don't know. I mean, I guess some people like this, but I feel that the white part, the center part, is a little too bland. The flavor isn't that strong, so and the texture isn't that exciting. So maybe Popiah is not for me, but might be for someone else. What we're going to take a look at is the Hainanese chicken rice. Now, the Malaysian version of Hainanese chicken rice is usually, in my opinion, probably the best version because it's closest to the original. Now, in this chicken rice, I asked for the leg portion, so everything here is a chicken leg. They also offer it in white meat, breast meat, but I wanted the dark meat. Here's some some parsley. Here's basically boneless chicken. It's great. They pull out all the bones for you. So this is wonderful. So you don't have to do any of the work. The rice over here for the chicken rice is actually looks very promising. You know why? Because it has that yellow sheen. If you take a look at it, it already has that yellow sheen in it. That tells me that the chicken has been cooked in a chicken broth. Sometimes this rice is glistening, but it doesn't look that way. But by the looks of it, it still looks very good. And the chicken rice also comes with this wonderful sauce. There are many different ways of making this sauce, so I'm kind of curious to see how this chicken rice is. The Hainanese chicken also comes with this bowl of soup. It's usually clear broth, and usually there's white pepper in there. So we'll find out what this broth is when I give it a try. The next dish I'm trying is the Hainanese chicken rice. Now, Malaysian Hainanese chicken rice is supposed to be one of the world's best, so let's give this a try. I have some of the rice, I also have some of the chicken, and I poured some of the sauce on the rice. Let's try the rice first. Yes, this is wonderful. That rice has that chicken flavor. I can tell that this is probably made with the poached chicken water. It's not bouillon. Now, let's try the actual chicken. This is dark meat. Wow, that is delicious. It's so tender and juicy, and this glistening appearance of the chicken tells you that it is the perfect texture. I'm dipping this into the sauce. The chicken is the sauce. It tastes kind of gingery and sweet. Let's try that again. Yeah, it has a gingery sweet flavor with a touch of vinegar. It's actually very good. Let's try some more of that chicken. That chicken is amazing. This is amazing. And the rice itself has that nice chewy flavor to it. It tastes like jasmine rice, although it looks a little, in fact, it looks a little like the broken rice from a Vietnamese restaurant, like maybe a mix between two. But in any case, the combination of these two, the rice and chicken, excellent, great version of it, and it's not that expensive. You gotta get this. The next item I'm going to try is the soup for the Hainanese chicken rice. It's a not so clear soup, but it's not milky. There are scallions floating on top. Let's try this. Wow, this is different. It's unlike any other soup that I've had with Hainanese chicken rice. There's actually a slight sweetness to it. I don't know where that comes from. There's nothing that I'm digging out of the bottom of the bowl to identify what it is. It might be pine nuts. It might be some kind of nut or some kind of herb. And another thing is that sometimes this soup has some white pepper in it. There's no white pepper. The tasting note of the soup is more sweetness, maybe some chicken stock, but overall it's a earthy sweetness. It's an interesting flavor. The next dish that we have is the Sambal squid. Now, Sambal is some type of sauce that's very common in Malaysian food, and sometimes it's spicy, sometimes it's not. But in this version, it looks very thick. It comes with squid, which is what our protein is, and also comes with a side of what appears to be pickled cucumber and some lemon. So, wow, I'm smelling a lot of aromatics in this dish, so I can't wait to give this a try. The next dish I'm trying is the Sambal squid. This is what the Sambal squid looks like. They provide big chunks of squid body. I don't see any tentacles that's provided in the dish, so these are big chunks of squid body, and it clings with this Sambal sauce that you can see here. It's similar to the other fish dish, so let's give this a try. Okay. The squid has definitely been softened. It's been treated, so it's very easy to chew. It's not chewy like untreated squid, but it still tastes fresh. The sauce itself, I'm starting to feel a little heat come on. In fact, it's actually kind of strong. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say that there's a heat element of maybe a 6 or 7. It's much hotter, it's much spicier than the fish dish I just had. Let's try this one more time. I like the pain of that spiciness. It's delicious. There's plenty of that sambal, and as I told you before, sambal's gonna have, there's gonna be hot sambal, there's gonna be less spicy sambal. This one is the spicy variety. And once again, the dish is salty, but not too salty. And one final tasting note, I do taste a little shrimp paste in here. There might be some of that belacan in here, which is the shrimp paste. I really like this dish. The sauce makes this dish. I'm looking at is Char Kway Teow. This is one of Malaysia's most famous dishes. It's basically a broad chow fun type noodle, stir-fried with soy sauce. Now, there are various proteins in here. In the menu, it doesn't say exactly what the protein is, so I'm going to have to dig around this later on and tell you what the protein is. But upon my first impression, I do see some squid here, so this is going to be really good. This must be the Malaysian brother of beef chow fun. Okay, the next famous Malaysian dish is called Char Kway Teow. Now, the Char Kway Teow looks to the Cantonese eye or Chinese eye, looks like a beef chow fun, nice and dark. A lot of dark soy sauce used to make this, and it has that Maillard effect, a lot of wok hei. So let's put some of this on my plate. And as I'm scooping into my plate, I'm trying to look for the protein. So I got this chunk of thing here. So let's see what this is. Okay, fish cakes. Not a bad start for Char Kway Teow. Next, I'm going to try the kway teow itself. There's loads and loads of wok hei in this. And not only that, this differs from Chinese beef chow fun. How's that? Just because I think in Southeast Asia they use a different type of dark soy sauce, and that dark soy sauce in Southeast Asia has more of a deeper, darker flavor. It's more, I don't know, it's just more concentrated. It's permeated these noodles. I wish I had a better word for it. Maybe a more robust flavor. There's a bunch of bean sprouts here. Let's see how this is. Wonderful. What I can say is that I see only two types of proteins in this dish. One is the fish cake and the second is the shrimp. The differentiator in this dish from a regular beef chao fan is that soy sauce has the same wok hei. And this version that I'm trying of the Char Kway Teow, excellent. The dish that we ordered is the Fragrant spicy fish fillet. Now, there's not a lot of description as to what this dish is. It's only spicy and it's fragrant. It comes with a sauce here. Here's the thick sauce. There's a deep fried chicken. Looks like deep fried fish. Looks like fish fingers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 pieces of fish fingers, and I'm sure that this thick sauce is going to provide a lot of flavor for this dish. Also, there's the cucumber, and there's some lettuce here. So let's see what this is going to turn out to be. I'm super curious. The next dish I'm trying is the Fragrant spicy fish fillet. Now, that's a very generic name, but in this particular dish, you have these giant fish fingers. They look like this. They've been cut into rectangular blocks, and it comes with this Malaysian sauce. I don't know what it is, but it's very thick and it's clinging on to the side of the fish finger. The fish has been deep fried, and let's try this. Okay. The fish is flaky, but it's a dense flaky. It's not a light flaky. The sauce itself, there's a light spice to it. I definitely taste sweetness to it. It even tastes like there's some pineapple in this sauce. There's some kind of tropical fruit. I can't identify it. And if you take a look at the sauce, this is what it looks like. Okay, it's very thick. If I put it onto the fish, it'll give it more of that sweet tropical flavor. Yeah, it's sweeter than it is salty. So if you're on a low salt diet, this is probably a good dish for you. Once again, the fish is denser than flaky, but it's okay because maybe that's the kind of fish that Malaysians use, more of this dense type of fish, as you can see. It's a white fish, by the way. Finally, we have a dish called the Buddhist yam basket seafood. So apparently there's some seafood in here. I see a lot of peanuts. This basket is made with yam or taro. I'm not sure exactly. I'm gonna have to give this a try. I'm hoping that it's taro, which is my favorite. But as I dig up in here, yeah, there is seafood in here, various types. Some fish cake, some imitation crab, some shrimp. So we're gonna give this a try very soon. What I'm trying is the Buddhist yam seafood basket. Now, I was so curious to see as to what this basket is made of. I took my finger and I broke off a part of it. And as you can see, this is grated taro. This is like a taro paste. And this has been deep fried. The outside is crispy. The inside is cooked taro. And this is a different way of doing it from the Cantonese way, but this actually looks pretty delicious. So the texture will definitely be different from the crunchy Cantonese version. Okay, the next dish I'm trying is the seafood basket. Now, this is not a Cantonese seafood basket, it's a Malaysian seafood basket. Now, I just showed you the composition of the basket, and there's a bunch of seafood in here. So let's try these one by one, see if there's any signature flavor. I'm taking a squid. Okay. This is basically mild Cantonese stir fry inside the basket. Nothing super special. No Malaysian flavors. This is a solid Cantonese style dish in a different type of basket. You see snow peas here. You also see carrots and imitation crab. And you see fish cake. Let me dig a little deeper to see what else is in here. Yeah, basically the same stuff. I see some bell peppers in there too, so, and mushrooms and cashews. So basically, to me, it's a Cantonese stir fry inside a taro basket, and this is good. I think it's good eaten alone or with rice, either way. The next dish I'm looking at is the Malaysian chicken curry. Now, the Malaysian chicken curry doesn't appear to have a standard yellow gravy. It seems to be different. The gravy is very thin. This sauce is not very thick, and there's not a ton of gravy. But yeah, you can see that the sauce is very thin. There's potatoes, there's chicken, and the chicken appears to come in various forms. It looks like it's white meat and also dark meat. It comes with this rice that is not as yellow, and the rice is actually white, so it probably doesn't have the chicken stock in it. And here's some a side of cucumber that comes along with this chicken, Malaysian chicken curry. The final dish today is the Malaysian curry. Now, they gave us a choice between 3 types of proteins. We chose the chicken because someone in my party likes chicken. So let's take a look at the curry sauce. Now, it's very runny. It's not the other types of curries that are super thick, but I can tell that there's a coconut base to the sauce because the sauce is kind of light in color. There are potatoes here, and there are also pieces of chicken. So let's take some of the sauce and put it into the rice, and let's see what we get. Sauce and rice. Okay. And just as I had said, there's a strong coconut component to the sauce. There's the curry spices in there, but the major component of that flavor is the coconut. The next part I'm going to try is the potato. There's a potato. Wow, that potato has really been boiled down, but I'm surprised it didn't disintegrate because this potato is super soft, super cooked, but it didn't fall apart. But it fell apart in my mouth. It absorbed all the curry flavor, so that's a good thing. Next, we're going to try this dark meat, and I can identify this as a chicken bone, a chicken thigh piece. Let's try this. Now, take a look at this. This chicken, from the first piece that I tried, it tastes a little overcooked. Yeah, when things are overcooked, it has that dried flavor, even though it's been sitting in a curry for a while. But it is what it is. Maybe it's been stewing in a pot for a while, but it's fine. The flavor of the sauce more than compensates. Basically, any sauce can rescue a dish. I hate to say that, but that's true. And this definitely rescues that chicken. I would have preferred my chicken to be a little less done, but it seems to be okay. The sauce, if I haven't mentioned this before, is not too salty. It has that, it's not salty at all actually. It has that nice coconutty flavor, coconutty sweetness. So this dish is a definite thumbs up for me. Okay, the meal is over, and I have to say, this meal was excellent. The top 2 dishes of this meal was the Char Kway Teow and also the Hainanese chicken rice. They were done exactly the way that I like. The Hainanese chicken rice had that delicious chicken stock rice, plus the nice, squeaky, soft chicken. The sauce for the Hainanese chicken rice was a bit thin, but it was okay. I've had other versions where the sauce was a little more dense, but the flavor of the rice and the flavor of the chicken overcame everything. It was just high quality. The Char Kway Teow was exactly similar to things I've had in Singapore all those years ago, and has that nice smoky flavor that this dish should have. It could have used a little more protein, but it was okay. Once again, it was a very high quality dish. All the other dishes that I had, I believe it's pretty representative of what you would have in a Malaysian restaurant in Malaysia. If not, let me know in the comments. But I'm definitely not an expert on Malaysian food, but I think we had a pretty good representative sample of their food. There are other entrees that were on that menu that I would have liked to try, but there's only so much I can have. So let me know in the comments what you think of Malaysian food in general, or something that I should try from the Malaysian cuisine perspective. The final bill for this meal was $113.50.